Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top four seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Oklahoma Sooners offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago in TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
The pass rush closing in. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Can he get there on the ground? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? He gets a chance once, twice. They go back to him a 3rd time. He's still short of the first down. This defense really locking in on that running back every time he touches the football.
A running play called on 4th down. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Bearcats offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
The tight end has got it, and they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain. The Bearcats will crank up the tempo.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. They'll try a pass here. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down. Bearcats are looking to keep this drive going.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after the completion. Important 2nd down play coming up. To the air, it's Hawkins. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Just runs through a man, a mismatch. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down. The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a 1st down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
That completion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Dump off caught by the running back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Strong game by this quarterback. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They put together a long drive last time, but stalled and came up empty. Can they reach the end zone this time? Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Looks like the Bearcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
From From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to boot it away. On he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Escapes the pocket. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Where's the 2nd down play? He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On the run here, lets it go. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. Jukes to get past a man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders in this defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Throws it to the right. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Sooners will line up to kick it away. Choosing to return the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bearcats. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
He knocked through the extra point. Lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. They'll return it from inside the 5. Return it 1 down. Sets up the next drive. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. 1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
They get him down, but not before he gets to a plus 38. And the Bearcats looking to run some tempo here. Now they'll just clock it to freeze the time. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a missed opportunity here. A chance for a big play. He's wide open.
A sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it deep to begin the second half. Here's the return from inside the 5. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. The first down drop here in the middle of the field.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Gives it to the back. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Looks like the Bearcats under the line in a hurry up. And in first down, they go right back to him. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Running with purpose. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
They'll kick it away here. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's 2nd down. Here comes the bunch formation. And here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Caught quickly. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain of that play. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the first down. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
This is why they're in the playoffs, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Contact as he let the ball go. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. The Bearcats looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. Long enough and good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. The returner is brought down. Gets to start over the next drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's on the run. Launches deep. And that one is incomplete. They tried a deep ball with time running out in the third quarter, but it doesn't work. As we hit the quarter break, Kurt, Oklahoma has the lead. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. And the Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now it's second down here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Makes a quick grab. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Encroachment. Defense. And the encroachment penalty moves the ball up a little bit. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass is caught. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Testing the right side here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
And here's some positive yards. You love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I'd like to run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
To throw, it's Hawkins. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And they've got the return of Corral. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Bearcats will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception cost them.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain. The Sooners line up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Trying to extend the play. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps the football. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Sooners are in the red zone. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
QB decides to keep it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they look pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
Now, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly